Imagine holding a piece of history in your hands so rare, so mind-blowingly valuable, that it could literally change your life overnight. I'm talking about coins that most people have never even seen, hidden treasures that have survived wars, economic crashes, and the test of time. Today, on True Coin Value, we are diving into the top 5 ultra-rare Mercury dimes that collectors around the world are fighting tooth and nail to get their hands on. These aren't just coins, they are living pieces of history, whispers of a time when America was being shaped, minted in silver, and sealed with a promise that has only grown in value over the decades. Some of these dimes are so scarce that if you own one, you are literally holding a treasure chest in your pocket. And trust me, the story behind each one will shock you, excite you, and make you want to run straight to your coin collection to check what you might already own. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you will know which Mercury dimes are worth more than gold to collectors today, and why people are calling these coins the ultimate treasures of the 20th century. And remember, my channel is freshly updated every single day with the latest coin values, rare finds, and insider secrets that you won't find anywhere else. Coin number 1. The 1916 with D Mercury dime is not just a coin, it's a legend. Its story begins over 100 years ago, at a time when America was stepping onto the world stage, both in power and ambition. Minted in Denver, this particular dime carries the famous D mint mark that instantly sets it apart from its more common siblings. But what makes it truly exceptional and almost mythical among collectors are the brown spots that have naturally aged on its surface. These spots tell a story, a journey through time, that no modern coin could ever replicate. Holding this coin feels like holding history itself. It's almost as if you can hear the echoes of the past, whispering through the silver. The Mercury dime was created to embody liberty, with its winged cap symbolizing freedom of thought, and its intricate design making it one of the most elegant coins ever minted in the United States. But the 1916 with D stands alone because of its scarcity. Fewer than a handful in the world have survived in collectible condition, and the brown spots, while making it visibly aged, actually add character and prove its authenticity, showing that it has endured a century of change, just like a true treasure should. This is a coin that tells a story at every glance. The silver gleams, the design pops, and collectors everywhere know it is not just a coin, it is a crown jewel. What sets the 1916 with D Mercury dime apart is its rarity and condition. Most coins of this year either didn't survive or were melted down, but this one remained, almost miraculously, in almost very fine condition. It is the type of coin that makes collectors' hearts race, that turns casual interest into obsession, and that transforms an ordinary collection into a display worthy of a museum. People who have seen this coin often describe it as breathtaking, the kind of find that makes you feel like you've stumbled upon hidden treasure in a dusty attic. And now, let's talk about its current market value. This single 1916 with D Mercury dime, in the condition I've described, is worth $276,000 today. Yes, you heard that correctly. $276,000 for a dime that fits in the palm of your hand. This is not a fictional number. This is the real deal. The value is skyrocketing every day, and if you are lucky enough to own one, you are literally holding a fortune in your pocket. The market for coins like this is intense. People are willing to pay astronomical sums for just a glimpse of it. This is more than a coin. This is a lifetime opportunity, a treasure that can truly change your financial horizon. For collectors, here is the tip. Look for authenticity above all else. The brown spots, the wear, the mint mark, they all prove that this coin is the real treasure, not a reproduction. And remember, the right auction, the right buyer, and the right timing can multiply the value even further. Patience is your ally. This coin is like fine wine, only getting more precious with every passing year. In conclusion, the 1916 with D Mercury dime is a living legend. It is rare, breathtaking, and a symbol of true collector's desire. Owning one isn't just about wealth, it's about holding a piece of history, a slice of the American story, and a treasure that will continue to amaze anyone lucky enough to see it. And remember, my channel True Coin Value updates every single day, bringing you the freshest insights, latest coin finds, and real-world values that collectors across the United States are scrambling to get. So, are you ready for coin number 2? Believe me, it's going to blow your mind even more. But before we go there, just imagine the 1916 D Mercury dime is sitting quietly, waiting for its next lucky owner. And the moment you hold it, history and fortune collide in your very hands. Next up, when we step into the world of the 1943 D Mercury dime, we are stepping into the heart of history at one of its most intense moments. This coin was minted during the height of World War II, a time when the United States was in the midst of global upheaval, and every coin carried the weight of an era that was shaping the world forever. But this isn't just any Mercury dime. This coin is extraordinary. It's uncirculated, practically untouched, and it has those mesmerizing black layers that make collectors stop in their tracks. It's like holding a shadow of history, preserved perfectly, waiting for the right person to recognize its value. The 1943 D Mercury dime was struck in Denver, and even though the world was at war, the mint continued producing coins with meticulous craftsmanship. The silver composition gleams even decades later, and the design, Mercury's iconic winged cap and fasces of liberty, remains crisp, sharp, and breathtaking. But what makes this coin truly arresting are those black layers, natural toning that gives the coin an almost mystical aura. It's as if the coin absorbed the energy of the era itself, transforming it into something collectors dream of. Owning this coin is not just about wealth, it's about holding a frozen moment of history in your hands, a silent witness to the trials, triumphs, and stories of a nation. What makes this coin stand out even further is its uncirculated condition. While many coins from 1943 show wear, scratches, or fading from decades of use, this particular 1943 D Mercury dime has escaped that fate. It is pristine, flawless, and almost untouched by time, a rarity that instantly elevates it into the upper echelon of collector desire. Imagine holding something that has traveled through decades without losing a fraction of its original brilliance. That is the magic of uncirculated coins. For collectors, this is the kind of coin that transforms a collection from ordinary to legendary, the type of treasure that inspires awe, envy, and sheer fascination. And now, the moment you have been waiting for, the current market value. This stunning 1943 D Mercury dime, in the black-layered, uncirculated condition I've described, is worth $258,500 today. That's right over $250,000 for a coin that fits comfortably in your hand. This is no fiction. The market is real. The demand is sky-high, and collectors across the United States are paying enormous sums for coins exactly like this. Imagine the thrill, the adrenaline, the sense of triumph of owning a coin that is literally considered a treasure chest by collectors worldwide. And here's the secret. The value of this coin continues to rise day by day as more people realize its scarcity and historical significance. This is wealth in its purest, most tangible form, and it could be sitting quietly in a collection waiting for the right eyes to notice it. For collectors, a few tips. Always ensure authenticity, especially with uncirculated coins. The black layers are a key marker of natural aging and toning, but forgeries do exist. Seek coins with verified provenance and grading, because that is what separates ordinary coins from life-changing treasures. And patience is key. These coins don't just hold value, they grow in stature, prestige, and financial potential with every passing year. In conclusion, the 1943 D Mercury dime is a masterpiece. Its history, its rare black layers, and its uncirculated perfection make it more than a coin. It is a story, a treasure, and a lifeline to the past. Holding one of these is like holding a fortune, a slice of history, and a symbol of ultimate collector prestige all at once. And as always, True Coin Value updates every day, bringing you the freshest insights, rarest coins, and the real-world market values that collectors are scrambling to discover. So brace yourself, because our next coin number 3, will take rarity and excitement to a whole new level. But for now, take a moment to imagine the 1943 D Mercury dime, sitting quietly, black layers glimmering, waiting to turn someone's life into a story of history, fortune, and awe. Next up, the 1921 D Mercury dime is more than a coin. It is a whisper from the roaring past, a survivor of one of the most turbulent years in American history. Picture this. America was emerging from the shadows of World War I. The economy was fluctuating, and the nation was stepping boldly into a new decade filled with promise, change, and uncertainty. Amid all of this, the Denver Mint quietly produced a coin that would become one of the rarest and most coveted Mercury dimes in existence. This coin isn't flashy at first glance. It shows the gentle signs of circulation, the evidence that it has traveled through hands, pockets, and stories over a century. Yet, those very marks, that soft wear, are what make it a living testament to history. Owning a 1921 D Mercury dime in circulated condition is like holding a time machine. You can almost feel the footsteps of the people who once carried it, the decades it has witnessed, and the silent journey it has made to reach your hands today. Every subtle scratch and patina adds character, authenticity, and a tale that no mint-fresh coin could ever match. Let's talk about its history and composition. Minted in Denver, the 1921 D Mercury dime carries the iconic winged liberty design, a symbol of freedom and optimism. Its silver content, over 90 years old, still gleams with a quiet elegance, reflecting both the artistry of the mint and the resilience of a nation. But the 1921 D is not just about beauty, it's about scarcity. Fewer coins survived from that year, and even fewer remain in a condition desirable to collectors. The ones that do survive are treated like absolute treasures, commanding awe, respect, and fierce competition at auctions. This is not a coin you stumble upon lightly. It is a coin that collectors dream about for a lifetime. What makes this particular 1921 D Mercury dime extraordinary is its circulated condition, which paradoxically adds to its allure. While mint state coins are rare, a circulated 1921 D represents survival against incredible odds. This coin has endured, survived, and retained its presence and character despite the wear of a century. Collectors know that each mark tells a story, proof that this coin has truly lived and aged gracefully, making it all the more authentic and desirable. Owning it is like holding a secret history in your palm, a treasure no one can replicate. Now let's reveal the staggering market value of this marvel. The 1921 D Mercury dime even in circulated condition, commands an incredible $273,000 today. Yes, over $250,000 for a coin that once passed quietly from hand to hand and now sits as a monument to history, rarity, and fortune. This is real, tangible wealth. More than a simple coin, it is a life-altering treasure. And here's the truth. Its value is climbing steadily. With every auction, every collector who realizes its rarity, this dime becomes even more precious. This is not a story. This is reality, a true treasure waiting to make someone extraordinarily lucky. For collectors, here is a crucial tip. Do not underestimate circulated coins. Their imperfections are proof of authenticity and history. Ensure you verify its mint mark and condition carefully and understand the story it tells. A 1921 Mercury dime is not just an item, it's a legacy, and the right buyer will recognize its unmatched significance. Patience, timing, and knowledge are your allies. This coin will reward anyone who respects its history and rarity. In conclusion, the 1921 Mercury dime is more than a collectible. It is a survivor, a storyteller, and a treasure that has endured a century with grace. To hold it is to touch history itself, and to own a piece of the American story that can literally transform a collector's life. And as always, True Coin Value brings you the freshest updates every single day, with real-world prices, rare finds, and insights that collectors across the United States are racing to discover. Prepare yourself, because coin number 4 is next, and it promises to push the boundaries of rarity and excitement even further. But before we move on, imagine holding this 1921 Mercury dime in your hand, every glance a reminder that history, fortune, and legacy can truly be yours. Next up, when you hold a 1927 with Mercury dime, you're holding a piece of history that seems almost magical. Minted in Denver during the roaring 1920s, a time of cultural revolution, jazz, and economic transformation, this coin has quietly survived nearly a century. But what makes it truly remarkable are the gray layers that have developed over time, giving it an aura of mystery and sophistication. This is not just a coin, it's a relic that whispers stories of the past, a tangible connection to a world that has long since disappeared. Every glance at its delicate winged Liberty design, every subtle nuance of the gray toning, is a reminder that you are holding a treasure few in the world will ever see. The history of this dime is fascinating. The Mercury dime design, created by the legendary sculptor Adolf A. Weinman, embodies liberty, vision, and freedom. But the 1927-D is extraordinary not just for its design, it is extraordinary for its survival. In very fine condition, this coin has endured almost 100 years, maintaining enough detail to still be recognized and admired, yet showing subtle wear that tells a story only true collectors can appreciate. The gray layers are more than aesthetic. They are proof that this coin has been through time and survived every challenge, making it one of the most sought-after pieces in modern numismatics. What sets this coin apart from others is its rarity and condition. Very fine coins from this year are extremely limited, and collectors around the United States know that if one surfaces, it will immediately become the centerpiece of any serious collection. The gray layers create a distinct visual signature, giving this dime a charm and individuality no other coin can replicate. It's exactly the kind of find that turns a casual collector into a serious enthusiast and makes seasoned numismatists stop in awe. Owning this coin is like possessing a small but powerful piece of the nation's soul, a jewel that is as historically significant as it is financially priceless. Now, let's get to the value, the figure that will make your heart race. This rare 1927D Mercury dime, in very fine condition with its striking grey layers, is currently worth $285,000. Yes, over $250,000 for a coin that has survived decades, carrying history and craftsmanship in its silver composition. This is the kind of treasure that can make someone's life feel instantly elevated, a fortune literally in your hand. And here's the truth, its value is climbing steadily, day by day. Wait for it, because this coin is not just valuable, it is a legacy, a rare artifact whose worth is only going up as collectors around the country recognize its significance. This is no ordinary investment. It's a treasure chest waiting to be claimed. For collectors, here is a crucial tip. The grey layers are a key feature. They not only add beauty, but also verify authenticity, telling experienced eyes that this is the real deal. Always ensure provenance and proper grading, and remember that patience is essential. Rare coins, like the 1927D, don't just sit around. They are highly sought after, and the right buyer will recognize its full value instantly. In conclusion, the 1927D Mercury dime is more than a coin. It is a story, a treasure, and a testament to the passage of time. Its grey layers, rare survival, and remarkable condition make it one of the most exciting finds for any collector. Holding this coin isn't just about owning silver. It's about holding history, prestige, and a fortune that could change everything. And as always, True Coin Value updates every single day with the freshest insights, rarest finds, and current market values that collectors across the United States are eagerly seeking. Brace yourself, because our final coin, coin number 5, will push the limits of rarity, value, and excitement even further. But take a moment to imagine this 1927D Mercury dime in your collection, a treasure that combines history, beauty, and life-changing value in a single coin. Next up, the 1927 Mercury dime, without a mint mark, is the kind of coin that stops collectors in their tracks. At first glance, you might see subtle brown spots and gentle signs of wear, almost very fine condition, but that is precisely what makes it extraordinary. This coin is a survivor of nearly a century, quietly preserving the legacy of American history, artistry, and rare craftsmanship. It is more than silver. It is a story, a treasure, a living artifact that connects you to the roaring 20s in a way few objects ever could. Imagine holding a coin that has seen nearly 100 years of life, travel, and history, and still carries the quiet dignity of its original design. That is the magic of this Mercury dime. Let's step into its history. Minted during a period of economic optimism and cultural revolution in America, this coin embodies the spirit of an era. The design, created by Adolph A. Weinman, features the iconic winged liberty, a symbol of freedom and progress. But what elevates the 1927 no-mint-mark Mercury dime to legendary status is its rarity and survival. Coins from this year without a mint mark are already limited, and almost very fine examples with the natural brown toning are exceedingly rare. Collectors understand that each brown spot, each subtle imperfection, adds authenticity and a unique story that no pristine coin can replicate. The unique features of this coin make it an irresistible prize. The brown spotting isn't damage, it is natural aging that only enhances its character, giving it a personality, a soul. The almost very fine condition ensures that the details of Mercury's winged cap, the facets, and the inscriptions remain strikingly clear, while also showing evidence of the journey this coin has taken over decades. Owning this coin is like holding a miniature time capsule, a testament to survival, rarity, and enduring beauty. Now let's talk about its collector demand and rarity. Coins like this are the ones that make seasoned collectors sweat with excitement. The 1927 no-mint mark Mercury dime is not something that appears in collections frequently. Its rarity, combined with the visual appeal of the brown spots and the very fine preservation, makes it a cornerstone piece for anyone serious about Mercury dimes. This is a coin that elevates a collection from ordinary to extraordinary and guarantees admiration, envy, and recognition in the numismatic world. And here comes the truly astonishing part, its current market value. This rare 1927 Mercury dime, almost very fine with brown spots and no mint mark, is currently worth $280,500. That's right, over $250,000 for a coin that has survived decades, carrying history, rarity, and prestige in a single silver disc. Imagine the feeling of holding this coin in your hand, knowing that it is considered one of the ultimate treasures for collectors. And here's the reality: the market for coins like this is climbing steadily every day. This isn't fiction. It is real-world value that could literally transform a collector's portfolio into a collection of legendary treasures. For collectors, a few key tips. Always verify authenticity, especially with no mint mark coins, because the rarity makes them highly desirable and, unfortunately, sometimes imitated. Appreciate the natural toning, it enhances value and confirms the coin's history. And most importantly, hold it with patience and pride, knowing that coins like this grow in stature, prestige, and market demand over time. In conclusion, the 1927 Mercury dime without a mint mark is a marvel. Its brown spots, almost very fine preservation, and extreme rarity make it the perfect coin to end a top 5 list with a bang. It is more than silver. It is a story, a treasure, and a fortune waiting to be recognized. Holding it is like holding a piece of American history and wealth in your hand simultaneously. And remember, true coin value brings you fresh updates every day, revealing coins like this one before anyone else, keeping collectors at the cutting edge of the market. As we wrap up our countdown, imagine all 5 of these Mercury dimes together, a collection of history, wealth, and rare beauty that could redefine any collector's life. This is the kind of treasure hunters dream of, and today you've seen it all firsthand.